So Nathan or Dave is on a different deck now, though.
Dave is
You're
indeed on
the
the deck.
double Kirby blaster. Cool.
Are they allowed to change their decks in this one?
After you lose,
when
you're
you
forced
lose,
to
you go
change
onto
your
your
deck.
loser's
It's
deck.
survival.
Oh, is it survival? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was just straight Archon. Okay.
What is
2
Z's
Igors,
deck?
Telltale Vapors, 2 Wild Wormholes. Really good logos package.
Kira.
So Dave's
I'm
playing
just
his
saying.
Sultana deck.
I recognize the look of that deck. So the one that we were talking about initially, where we're talking about scores earlier, this deck has a very similar combo where it has the 2 Calm Officer Kirby's and a Kirby's Blast.
Are we good to go? I'm good over here for setup.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're all good.
The Saurian is he's got a 6 Emperor Tyrannosaurus, which is basically you KO one of your own creatures, but you take all the amber off of it, and you do that to the strongest creature, and especially because he has a tribute. If he can, he has 2 tributes. If he can get tributes onto that pterodactyl, he can effectively create. Was that 5 amber per, 6 amber total?
Hey, thank you for whoa. Hey, thank you for the gifted subs, Ravens. I appreciate that.
No problem, man.
So yeah. So you thought you were getting 1-star content, or you thought you were getting 5-star content, but instead you're getting me 1 star.
So yeah, this oh, wow,
Sorry.
that Saurian setup that Dave has is unreal. Not to mention double Tao with double Wild Wormhole.
I love it.
Plus Data Forge, like wow.
And then on top of that is the big fun. A lot of the Starlines, the encounter suit is super big in the deck. You could just make an insane monster creature that's almost impossible to get rid of.
I mean, if we look at the other side, though, we've got a double Eddie deck with 2 Exhumes.
That's nice.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And starting off there with a nice Code Monkey between those 2. Or was that an Eddie and something else? I didn't see what else he had.
Titan Guardian.
Oh, Titan Guardian.
Oh, well, Dave is starting out here. Double Tribute's ready to go. He just needs to find the 6th Emperor at this point.
That's 6th Emperor, yeah. You just hold for that. I think you play this next turn into Logos to try and, fish for it, get the Daughter, get the Igors.
Mm-hmm.
This 2/2/2 hand hurts him a bit, but...
Encounters? Although...
What is Exalt?
So take a Amber from the common supply and put it on top of one of your own creatures.
But it usually gives a really strong effect. So in the case of if you look at Red or Gallum, who's on Dave's side, when you read, you may exalt. So you don't have to do it. But if you do exalt, your opponent's keys cost +3. So it's a really strong Amber control. You lead them a turn. Right. You get crazy effects or in this case, if you look at Tribute, you can set up the most powerful friendly creature captures 2 Amber. You may exalt that creature to repeat the preceding effect.
Got it.
This Ungus.
So it punishes them for earning for having any amber in their stockpile. That's cool.
And what he's doing now with the encounter suit on the pterodactyl, he doesn't even care that it's stunned. He's setting himself up for that combo because when you 6 Emperor, it says destroy the creature and move all the amber off of it that's on the creature into your amber pool. So he's just going to tribute a ton of amber onto it, all the exalt stuff that he can. And then he's going to move it. Yeah, there's the ward. So now it's safe. Now you have to fight that pterodactyl to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have to fight it multiple times.
Fortunately, it only deals 4 damage.
Power.
Unfortunately, pterodactyl only deals 4 damage whenever it fights.
Yeah. So, it's just, you're going to have to sink a lot of attacks into it.
There is this tribute Pompatus. If Z can find a way to get some amber on his own creatures. Well, never mind. So his own Pompatus. Never mind. You guys probably talked about that already. Because now we can see that the pterodactyl is 22 power.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the Pompatus yet. So Pompatus is one of the most combo-y cards inside of Saurian. Each friendly creature gets +2 power for each amber on it. So in this case, it's a flat +.
Yeah. Also, a little history on this deck that Dave's playing. This is the deck that he used to win the big True Survival tournament that happened last weekend. 120 some odd players or something.
Oh.
This is the final deck that is lined up, and it only played it in the finals and managed to beat his opponent with it. So this one this was it. This is an anchor. He has a lot of faith in this deck.
Appropriately so. Jesus.
Once the Primus Ungus starts getting Amber on it too, it's gonna make everything so big.
Yeah, it's a little difficult. Because Tribute, I think, is really Dave's best way to get Amber onto creatures, and now that
Mostly just his own Exalt trigger, but yeah.
Yeah, I think
Double
no matter
Pompatus.
what happens here, you're playing that Logos turn next.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, the Tribune's
He took
on
out his
side.
own He took out the Pompatus with his own Pompatus.
There you go. It's a good start.
Yeah, here comes the Logos turn. This is gonna be a big one.
He's a fine. Whoa, what was that? Regrettable
Wild
Meteor?
Wormhole.
Wow,
Regrettable Meteor.
wow, what perfect timing for that.
Holy moly. What a wild wormhole.
Holy crap.
I don't think there's a single better card to have possibly hit.
I don't think so either.
You killed 40 power, 30 power worth of stuff. Like, the Pompatus was a 12 power thing at the time. Like,
Yeah, there's.
How did he do that?
he wild wormholed into a regrettable meteor from his opponent's, or from his own side, sorry. Wild
And oh my God, if you look at it now, so the Igor was huge. On the Igor, he had Thero Centurion, Kirby's Blaster, and Chief Engineer Walls. He took the Walls, which is the, of course, correct decision, because Walls play fight Reap is to get an upgrade or robot back from your discard pile, so that Kirby's Blaster is effectively in his hand, just not holding a spot. And now with the CXO Tabor in there as well, CXO Tabor is arguably better than Kirby, but not, because his effect doesn't have play. But it's Fight Reap. You may play or use one non-Star Alliance card this turn, and that is enormous. But
there is no transporter platform in this one, so at the very least, you're not losing out on that value.
Yeah, and I don't know who Zarathustra is.
That's Big Z.
Big Z.
Big Z.
Big Z made a good call purging one of the tributes with his Infernus. First off, he's taken him off of key on this turn, which is huge. But getting that tribute with the 6 Emperor is a big one. But oh my God, this turn is about to be enormous. Yep.
Not a single key forged yet.
No, but you're gonna see.
This is a much more complex game than the ones we've played.
There's the 6 Emperor. There it is.
This is a much more board focused one, yeah.
So on this turn, he can take that 5 Amber if he wants to, but he's probably gonna hold it. Yeah.
Is he worried about? Does he have like too much to protect? Oh, it does have Graft. We haven't seen it yet, right? Interdimensional Graft. So if Dave goes too high and Z does have Graft in hand, he could get punished hard for taking that Amber off of the Pterodactyl.
That's not. Yeah, that's not super wrong here. I think the bigger thing would be doing it now off of the Kirby, bringing yourself to 9, so you give him 3, and then you go right back into the tribute 1. Oh, he went for the tribute straight up. Jesus. All right, he's waiting for it.
Just got 10 captured Amber on his Pterodactyl. Everything's fine.
He does have Senator Brachus, which is going to come down and almost be just a better version of the 6 Emperor.
That Data Forge, though, is huge right now. Even though he has no archives, forging it +10 for each card in your hand may not be a bad.
He could Reap with CXO, play the Brachus, and then Reap with Kirby to play the Data Forge.
Yep. You can call Star Alliance and still Data Forge.
So insane.
There is snag out here, so Z does have some ability to stop this plan and just force Dave into Logos, which still Data Forge, but he doesn't. Oh, don't forget the Amber.
He still hasn't chosen a house. Is there any way he can get rid of both Kirby and Tabor outside of just fighting them off?
He has Axiom. Axiom will do it.
Yeah. The Axiom would do it.
Though Axiom doesn't really deal with the Pterodactyl, so...
No, it doesn't.
It does deal with everything else,
He did draw the Graft.
Oh.
Yeah,
and Cutthroat Research and Eddie. So this is actually, it's probably going to be back-to-back Logos turns here. Try and what? Or do you just, yeah, you play the Eddie, archive the graft, probably.
I'm just saying, and countersuit is the exact reason things can't have more than one ward on them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and then the Eddie's going to go on the other side.
Ooh. Well, Wormhole plays Lord Invictus. Invidious.
Ugh, terrible timing for that thing.
Yeah.
So the reason that's terrible timing, that's what we call a leader card. And when the leader is in the exact middle of your row, it gives you it's whatever its power is. So in this case, for Invidious, it's take control of an enemy flank creature. Like it's just
got it.
And it belongs to Dis while
Yeah.
you have control of it. Yeah.
You're gonna see some sick card draw here because he's gonna reap and draw 2. Oh, I guess it starts next turn, realistically.
Yeah, if the Kirby's live. So he didn't play the graft. What? Sorry, did we catch what card he archived off of Eddie?
He archived his Axiom and Eterome.
Oh, gotcha.
So he's got 2 Kirby plays on this turn, which is pretty big considering what's in his cards here.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets super greedy, actually, well, with the 2 Kirby plays, he could Tau Vapors, which it looks like he did.
Yep.
How many cards?
Got 8 cards in hand currently.
Yeah, so if he Taus after
the thing is
using this, no, so he'd be over the Kirby limit. Never mind. Although with the CXO Tabor, he could use the Data Forge.
Yeah. Oh, he archived the Data Forge though. Off Tau.
It says there's a bug on TCO. Not sure if it's here as well.
Oh yeah, bug. I don't know. A floating Kirby trigger. Oh, I'm going to reap with Tabor, then play Wild Wormhole. I want to use the Kirby trigger on Wild Wormhole. Oh, so yeah, he wants to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so just in case, so what could happen is it might misinterpret the CXO for using Wild Wormhole instead of he wants Kirby, which is the more narrow version of the play choice. Sorry, so Kirby can play non-creatures, while CXO can play creatures. Is essentially the real difference here.
Oh my god, this board.
Was it kind of expecting him to
wow, Wild Wormhole hits
CXO to get Brackus down and then use all the amber with his Data Forge with one of his Kirby's, but
he put the Igor into the archive, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Nice. All right. So no bugs here. Thank you, Grant.
And now he can keep playing out his board, and like the Kinkin is like worthless because all the houses are represented, but it does get another card out of your hand, and you know it only emphasizes the light of the Archons is huge on this one.
He gets another archive from Gray.
Yeah.
Yep. So you put that Wormhole Technician, just build that Logos turn.
That makes sense.
And then you're left with the 4 Saurian cards and 3 card Logos Archive, which is enormous.
Dave is at 11 amber.
What a turn.
I still haven't done his 6 Emperor combo. So this is just Dave trying to bait Z into doing a graft for a good amount when he's going to go, surprise, I got you. I can take a bunch more afterwards. Is that the...
Possibly.
Oh, interesting. He used the Pterodactyl to fight.
Well, he's gonna play an action, right? Still?
Got to.
Oh no, he didn't.
Wow.
I mean, the Pterodactyl's still a 12, and the only way he gets through 12 is by fighting with Vidius,
his entire
Infernus,
disboard,
and Snag. And like, you know, I don't know about you guys, but if
it
I
does
had to be
force
stuck...
him to choose
well,
the dinos as the house, but
Snag has to
he has
survive.
a full dino hand, so it doesn't really help.
Snag will have to survive the fight to get its effect.
Oh, you're right. I forget.
Oh, Desania is big.
Oh no, that's huge.
Oh wow.
And he's gonna graft him for 6.
That's crazy, actually.
That's a huge turnaround. It's not gonna stop the forge, but here we are.
Yeah, but yeah. So Dave is going to have the forge for 6 naturally.
He is putting
And
Big
then-
Z up to 13 amber though on the
Tribute here is going to pull him off for a turn.
That's true.
And
he did get another tribute.
And the Senator Brackus is basically going to put Dave up at the ungodly amounts of amber to forge with, if he can protect it.
I mean, you have
He
to
can
play...
call Star Alliance and still play both
Yeah.
Emperor and Tribute, so...
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no question of calling Star Alliance, especially because you can Kirby combo and just move the Kirby's blaster and draw four.
There's no second Kirby on the board anymore.
Oh, the second one got killed.
Yeah. Does make it a little bit harder. You have to use Tabor to do the second part, but it's whatever.
Yeah. It's still like a viable option.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. How much amber are you gonna get here?
Well, you're gonna take 4 from the tribute.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're gonna put it to 14.
Plus you so that's 5. So the pterodactyl will have 15 amber.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And you get
just
1 for playing it.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it'd be 16. So it'd be you put 7 in your pool, and you would have 15 on the pterodactyl.
Yeah, but doesn't that make the pterodactyl like a prime target to just attack or just to fight on Big Z's next turn, and then that gives him 20 some amber?
But what he's going to do is he's going to play 6 Emperor Tyrannosaurus off of either the CXO
the third
or
from
the
left card
the
in his
Kirby,
hand.
Okay,
which says move each amber. Yeah,
oh, holy crap! Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
And
It's
because of because of the destroy effect, there's a ward which will prevent the destroy. So he's going to keep the pterodactyl on top of all of this.
Damn. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Pterodactyl and Countersuit's a great combo. Just by itself.
And Countersuit's just a great card.
Yeah, in Countersuit and anything.
Well, sure, yeah.
And this pterodactyl is...
I mean, you could put if in Countersuit had been on the Kirby and he just was able to like always have 1 Kirby.
Yeah, it's also pretty amazing. Also,
Dave is thinking.
Kind of.
He did choose Star Alliance correctly.
Oh, interesting. So you use the CXO to use the pterodactyl.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Is he fighting?
Oh, he's board clearing him.
Mm-hmm.
And as he plays action, although it's putting Invidious basically in the center. Is he gonna fight Invidious
I
off the
don't
board?
know if he can clear the Invidious.
He can fight. Can fight.
Oh, okay. If he just wants to run creatures into it, he can.
Yeah.
Or he could play an Axiom.
Plus Kirby reaps and deals too, so he only needs to run like Gray in, I guess.
He could use the Kinkins, but that like
tribute. He didn't tribute 6 Emperor. He just 6 Emperors here.
Oh no, I would definitely.
Oh, right. Never mind. He only had.
If you want to kill Invidious, I would have chosen to kill Gray off. Yeah, you don't get the archive anymore, but no board into double King-Can is just annoying.
Well, he still has the artifacts which count for King-Can.
I think that was a huge misplay. You've already seen the graft.
Yeah, you just go for it. Well, I mean,
I guess in this case you're in a pretty solid place still, and realistically, yeah,
there's Axiom.
Whoa.
Yep, that's the Axiom. Yep. I don't think you're helping yourself with the Axiom here, though. It's a bit late.
Not enough.
Yeah, it's too little, too late.
16 Amber.
Yeah, he forges and has 10 floating.
He's got the Senator Brackus. That's what's going to happen here.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to tribute and have the Brackus out. That way he can spend the amber. It's only going to enhance his pool. Yep.
He also does have Pocket Universe. Don't forget that.
With 1 on it. That's easy to overlook. So
that's game. Dave's got this locked up. There's not enough steel available.
Yeah. Steel 2, there's Z Forges. Z has a lot of creatures on the board. This Obsidian Forge?
Right, but he got an Axiom.
Oh,
there's
right,
a return Axiom.
Right.
Yeah, it's like the game's over.
I forgot about the Axiom. I get excited about Obsidian Forges.
Yep,
He
that's
just
it.
concedes.
Concession right there. Didn't need to see anything else.
Yeah, that's... Well, good job, Dave. This is a... Sorry, Z.
Way to go, Dave.
Damn.
I think, okay,
That
yeah,
was
mine
pretty
was definitely
close one
lagging
for a while
there.
there.
I guess I was lagging. Like, oh, there's the concession. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was interesting because it seemed like it was pretty neck and neck even, and then all of a sudden, Dave just took off.
Well, he did have the pterodactyl suit so early that he was just kind of like biding his time till he wanted to pull the trigger.
Right.
So it did really hurt him when he got his archive discarded, though.
Yeah, that
really put
hurt,
him
but
behind.
like the fact that he had answers like that hurt.
Oh yeah,
but not like it would a normal deck, like a mid-range deck.
but think of if he was able to have Data Forge in his hand, use his Kirby's and stuff to put out Brackus, have a million amber on his pterodactyl, and then just Data Forge and use all that amber that's on the pterodactyl.
Well, if you do that, that opens it up. That actually is really dangerous against the graft, because if you use all your exalted amber, your pool is gigantic, it just takes all of it. It's all your remainder.
No, you're Data Forging the same turn you're putting it all on with your Kirby's.
So he would have had to have preemptively grafted.
I mean, he already had 10.
Yeah.
On it. He was putting it to 15. Then you have CXO Tabor put out Brackus.
Mm-hmm.
Then Kirby reaps, and you play Data Forge off of Kirby. And Brackus allows you to take all of the amber off of your...
Oh, right, you preemptively play it. Yeah, Dave would have to know about the... Gotcha, sorry.
Yeah. He would have to, like, know his hand,
preemptively
play the graft.
So, wow, dude, you got a second deck that's just absolutely cuckoo banana pants.
Yep.
Welcome back, Dave.
Oh,
thanks.
Hey, how's it going? We really love your deck.
Yeah. I'm excited to have gotten to play it against Ikari, which is...
Oh yeah, this is the 93 SAS deck or something, right?
Yeah, it's like 93 or 95, I don't know, something.
There it is, 93.
Wait,
I have it up on the stream.
Yours was?
No, Ikari. Z's
really?
deck.
Yeah.
Double Eddy, double Exhume. There's a lot of good stuff in here.
I mean, like, who really cares? It's like, they're both good decks.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it falls under SAS is weird, because the Dis is okay.
Yeah, I mean, the Obsidian Forge is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, the deck has so much stuff going on. Like, you can, like, Obsidian Forge with, like, the Brackus and, like, I don't know. But yeah, Sultana is really good against other dinosaur decks because the Meteor.
I mean, wild wormholing that Meteor, though.
That was...
At the perfect time.
Tell me you weren't laughing, because we were.
Well, I was sitting there and I'm like, I kind of want a wild wormhole into this, so let's see. Oh, cool.
Victory.
I mean, you had, what, 20 cards still left in your deck. It wasn't even like you had a small deck and you just fished and got it.
My actual goal was to get it into my hand with the other Logos cards and then play it next turn, but, you know, when in Greco-Roman dinosaurs.
I mean, if you're gonna hit the miracle, gotta draw it first for the first card to draw each turn. All right.
Yeah, good job playing around the graft. That was a...
Yeah, that was tough. But then there was that one turn where I'm like, I know he has graft, but I kind of just need to let this happen, and then once it's out of the way, I can run away with it, which is... It works. So
yeah, we were definitely watching that, going like, he's got to be planning around it at some point. Like, there's a reason you clearly weren't reaping for 7, adding 5 more amber to your pterodactyl, and then 6-empering it right away. And it's because you knew he had the graft in there. What I didn't realize was you had the Brackus, which is why you didn't tribute again when you were going to move the 10 over, and that was huge.
Oh yeah, it was. That turn, I mean, it's possible there was a better line than what I went with, but I think what I did was just good for getting his board down and sort of setting up for the next couple turns to really kind of cement it in there.
Like your
It was
next
probably
game.
a safer line, but with us seeing both hands, it was like, oh, he could have just gone for it.
Yeah, there was a point after the graft where you could have just pedaled to the metal. I mean, like, but obviously, like, we have knowledge of what was in his hand at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I will say honestly, I think watching you play in this, like, you know where to be aggressive really well, and you know where to be safe really well. And watching some of your decision making, it's evident why, like, you're a top player. Like, you make some pretty clearly good decisions regularly. And by regularly, I mean like every turn.
It's the goal, at least, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just getting to watch over your shoulder, man. Like, it's kind of an honor to get to watch it.
I'm glad we get to follow you this whole tournament. Thank you for losing that one game.
You know, I do what I can to please the audience.
Are we following him again?
Yeah, we get to actually next matchup looks like we're ready whenever you guys are. Is Dave versus Justin from TTR.
I'll drop out of this chat and let's see who's making it. Is it me? Yes, it's me.
Good luck.
Okay. All right,
Good luck, man.
See you
Have
guys
fun.
next match.